Welcome to Undisputed, live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft, here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Morning, guys.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Nice color on you.
Thanks.
Yeah, way to go.
Appreciate it.
This is your night.
What do you mean?
This is when it's time to put your money where your mouth
I'm
is.
gonna put it out.
No more equivocating.
No.
more moonwalking. No more backtracking.
Etched in stone.
Now you have to put it in concrete, and you have to live with it for it's like 6 months of living with it.
I can see him getting more than what I'm going to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not fair. That's not putting it in concrete.
Oh, yeah, it's
That's
concrete.
putting an asterisk beside it saying, I'm actually underplaying what he will do.
No.
Giving yourself an out.
No, I
All
don't
right,
need
there
any
you go.
outs. I don't need any outs.
No?
No.
We
I
got a
think
lot
he
to
needs
talk
lots
about.
of outs.
Interesting. We're going to get there, but we're also going to talk about Bill Belichick. If he disrespected Khalil Mack, the Cowboys, are they going to trade for Amari Cooper? But, you know, the Rockets, they might already be in trouble. And then there's good old LeBron, because it is a big night tonight after all the hoopla this offseason. LeBron is finally making his Lakers debut in a regular season game tonight in Portland. Odds makers have given the New Look Lakers the third best odds to win the West this year, just behind the Warriors and Rockets. Shannon, where will LeBron and the Lakers finish in the West? Tonight is the night.
Skip, after much painstaking deliberation,
Yeah.
sent this out to...
Soul searching.
Yes. I sent this out to the jury. They came back. They couldn't come to a decision. I said, go back and deliberate some more until you come back with a concrete decision. And I've come back with the decision that the Lakers will win 51 games.
51.
And they will be the
54.
third seed in the West.
Third seed?
Third! What part
That's
did you
fine.
understand?
Guess who the third seed was just a year ago? The team they're playing at tonight, Portland. Go ahead.
And guess who was not in the playoffs? The team that he's playing on tonight, the Lakers.
Well.
LeBron, we know, look, if you just take on averages, and I know you're going to say that was the Eastern Conference, LeBron is going to give me anywhere between 13 and 20 uptick. So 35 last year. If he does 13, that's 48. I'm going to say he's going to give us 16. So I'm saying he's going to give us 51. There'll be 51 and what? 51 and 31, 32.
Yeah.
They'll be the third seed, because I don't believe the West, the two top seeds, I still believe Golden State. I think Golden State's the best team in the NBA. Skip, then I don't believe they get to 60, because I don't know if they're going to be interested every single night to play like we know they're capable of. When they play their best ball, no one can see them. No one can touch them. Houston going to have their issues, especially defensively, giving up Mbah Moute and Trevor Ariza in different locations.
Yep.
So I believe the Lakers, I'm not as bullish. I know you're bullish on Utah and maybe the Nuggets. I'm not as bullish on those teams as you are. In Minnesota, just last year, GM said that they had to start a team. They would start it with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns last night had 8 points on 6.
He fouled out.
Fouled
He fouled out.
So I'm done. I'm done with.
He
done
played
with Minnesota.
22 minutes. You can't hold that against him.
So the thing is that they should have no problem. This is a very young roster, with the exception of LeBron, that's going to be counted on to play major minutes. They should have no problem being able to sustain energy, unlike the Cavaliers last year. They were an older ball club, Skip. So with that being said, LeBron James is going to be LeBron James. He will be magnificent tonight, somewhere 25 to 28 points, somewhere 7-8 rebounds, 7-8 assists. He'll be LeBron. I don't expect one of those virtuosos. Now, you know he's capable of that.
Sure he is.
But I don't believe he'll give us that just yet. He's going to hold off until Saturday night.
So, first question to you is, why did you moonwalk from 54 or 55 back to 51?
Because looking at this team play, and if they had a Kyle Korver, they had a couple of three-point shooters, I would go 54, 55 win. But I just don't know the shooting, Skip, is going to be there. But they'll play hard every single night. LeBron will keep them in the ball. They'll be in ball games, and then you know what that guy do, Skip. You know he closed. You know he closed the door. When he blow out that candle, it's out. It's out. Yeah.
So, now, before the ball gets handed back to me, I'm going to let you have it for this question.
Okay.
Who wins tonight?
I'm going Lakers.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You want some dew on that?
I might want a little do on
Okay.
Okay. I'm up 10. I'll risk a case on that. I got the Portland Trailblazers. And I'm going to start my salvo with this. The Portland Trailblazers last year finished third in the West. Most projections I see preseason for the Trailblazers have them at like 10 or 11 in the West.
Yes.
So they lost Shabazz Napier, and they added Seth Curry. Not Steph Curry, but Seth Curry, who's not bad.
He can shoot it.
He can shoot it a little bit. And they plummeted from 3 to maybe 10 or 11 and out of the playoffs. How can that be? Because I don't get it. That's the most astounding preseason prediction of all of basketball, is that Portland will miss the playoffs after they were the 3 seed last year. And last seen in Portland, back on March 15th, LeBron and company, and it was a different company, but you said, what was it, 2 days ago? You said that you like Cleveland's supporting cast better than this supporting cast in L.A. So with a superior supporting cast, LeBron went into Portland.
I wouldn't go superior, but I did like what they have.
Okay.
Those guys were proven. I know what I had with the Cavs roster.
The proven supporting cast went into Portland on March 15th and lost 113 to 105. And in that game, LeBron had 6 turnovers and shot 4 for 9 from the free throw line. Just for the record.
What about that stat line?
Okay, it was big. It was nice. And again, he actually ended the life of Nurkic.
You remember that?
He ended his life, and he was in a body bag, and they zipped it up, and they carted him out, and he's never to be seen again, although he is in the starting lineup tonight. But I don't know how that happened.
What happened in the playoffs? They got swept because he wasn't the same.
Okay. So they got swept out of the playoffs by a team that I really like, because the Pelicans last night, they blew out Houston at Houston in the first half. It was over at halftime. It was 71 to 59 at halftime. So there was some good news and bad news for your Lakers last night, because the good news was Houston is just, we're going to talk about them more later, but they're just not what they were a year ago. So they're not as big a threat to either the Lakers or certainly to Golden State as I thought they might be. But with the Melo factor, it's a real big negative factor.
Right.
They're not going to play the defense that they played last year.
Correct.
And also, we saw Oklahoma City, obviously, without Russ, and now without Robertson, who he's still got an ongoing knee issue. So he could miss, I don't know, up to half the season. So that's...
When is Russ coming back?
That's advantage. I don't know. Sometime soon, like within the next 2 weeks, I think. But again, those are advantages, LeBron, in the standings, right?
Yes.
But disadvantage, LeBron. I thought Denver looked really good last night, and I thought the Pelicans looked dominating last night. So all of a sudden, they rise in the standings.
You believe Mirotic is going to give you 30 a night? You believe Eton Moore give you 20?
Mirotic made 6 out of 8 threes last night. And by the way, this ex-Laker named Julius Randle came off the bench and was monstrous.
At 3-point range.
Okay. But he made 2 out of 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. But that front line of Anthony Davis, who you love, and he made an MVP early statement last night, right? He just dominated the basketball game. And with Mirotic, when Mirotic joined them on February 8th, they took off. And obviously, they swept Portland out of the playoffs. They couldn't handle Golden State because nobody can handle Golden State.
They did take a game off Golden State, though.
Okay. So now I'm going to go back little picture to tonight. If we look back at LeBron's debuts when he's like switched teams, like when he went to Miami and then he went back to Cleveland, do you realize in the first game with the Miami Heat, this is back in, 2011?
Yes.
They had to open at Boston. Boston was still flying high. They lost 88 to 80. LeBron had 8 turnovers in that game. And then when he went back to Cleveland, they lost at home to the Knicks on opening night of his reincarnation back when he went home. 95 to 90 to the Knicks, and LeBron had 8 turnovers. And just for the record, just a quick aside, LeBron last year had his career high 397 turnovers. Do you realize he's 5th all-time in turnovers? And if he stays on this current pace in 2 years, he will break Karl Malone's record for most turnovers in a career. I don't know, just throwing that out. So he's going to have all kinds of records.
You ain't just throwing it out.
I mean, that's just another big record.
You know what, Skip? You talking about you just throwing it out. You need to stop. What you're trying to do is nitpick. But you guess what?
Is that nitpicking?
Yes.
That's the all-time record for turnovers. All he needs is 2 more years, and we know he's going to play 2 more years.
And guess what? In 2 more years, guess what he'll also be? Probably 2nd or 3rd in all-time leading scorer.
Well, okay, I'll give you that. He's going to do a lot of things, but he's also going to pile up a whole lot of turnovers. So in his debuts, when he went back someplace or went to Miami, 8 turnovers, and last time he was in Portland, 6 turnovers. But that's a lot of
But here's the thing, Skip, think about it. Okay, he's going to Miami. I think, and that was big. I don't think him going to Miami and him going to going back to Cleveland. Cleveland was at home. The energy was electric. Look, he's not going to turn the ball over. You want a better case to do? He won't have 5 turnovers tonight.
No, I like my odds because Portland is a 3-point favorite, and I think
Can I get 3 points?
No, heck no. We already did didn't we do the bet?
Yeah.
We agreed to it.
We can amend the bet.
No, we cannot amend the bet because Portland is still Portland. And this, I will give you this. I want to know how the NBA, what are they thinking? The king goes to Hollywood and he has to open in Portland? Are you kidding? On a Thursday night in Portland?
After they've already played two nights of basketball have been played.
Well, what is that? It's anticlimactic to start with, and then Portland?
Yes.
Okay, are they going to roll out the red carpet at the Rose Garden, you know?
We don't need no carpet.
Okay, right, okay.
We don't worry about it. We're going to take care of business. We're going to give you a glimpse of what it's going to be like for the entire season.
Okay, I got to believe that the Trailblazers are seething over all of this. The
For
disrespect,
what?
because nobody has any respect for a team that finished third last year.
They should be lucky they're on television. They're a national televised game.
Okay.
If it was Portland and they weren't playing the Lakers, would this be a national televised game?
They are always really good at home, and LeBron's had a lot of trouble in that building because everybody has trouble in that building. So I think he's going to get off to a shaky start tonight, unless you want to argue that just out of euphoria, King goes to Hollywood euphoria, that the kids rise and shine and everybody sort of lights up around
His
LeBron.
teams might struggle in Portland. He doesn't. And so now he got these young guys that's going, they're going to be able to play extended minutes. Take some heavy lifting off of him, Skip Bayless.
Yep. So here's my big picture pick. So after much, I sent it to my jury also. My jury is just a one-man jury.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly,
need help.
exactly.
But my jury slept on it. My jury took a little break and slept on it and came back.